What's up, guys? Tangles and Lust here from Team Photon. We're kind of bringing back the Photon tutorials, and we figured we'd start out by doing one going over our interpretation of the grid. So kind of just basically starting out, before we get into any actual arm movements or anything, basic math concepts. You have an X, a Y, and a Z plane, if you think about your standard graph. Your X and your Y is what you learn in 5th grade. You know, you kind of can do linear movements along it. So visually, it's kind of looks like this is your X plane. You have Y going straight up and down, and you get a little bit into more into the advanced math, and you get exposed to the Z plane, where things get three-dimensional. And that's kind of the aspect that a lot of people kind of don't think about when they're tutting, or if they do, they're kind of scared to go into that dimension. So we're going to kind of break it down how you can look at your arms a little differently, and chunk them out into their own little individual grids. So starting out from here, you can start with your shoulder, and from here you have the movements that we just went over in the intro, kind of going out to your X, going up to your Y, down to your Z, or in the middle to your Z.
And so next, you have your next joint, which is your elbow. And you'll be able to move that in your X direction, your Y, and then in your Z again. And then you can also move your Z backwards, right, pointing behind yourself and then also pointing in front of you. And Y can go down. So the next joint you have is your wrist. And there you can bend it up or down for your Y, your left or your right for your X, and then straight for your Z.
And then your last little chunk of knuckles there is going to be your fingers. Well, your first chunk of fingers. Wow, your first knuckles. So from here you can go, explore into Y by flipping your wrist upside down and going that way. Go down. You can hit X there, rotate your wrist outward to hit X there, and then keep, your hand stationary for Z. Just take those kind of concepts, and then you can chunk them out by isolating your joint movement. So we demonstrated everything in the Z plane. However, you can move your arm out here to the X plane, and you can move your elbow up to the Y, and you can move your wrist down to the Z, and then right there you have X, Y, and Z all already isolated. And then you can kind of, from there, explore different ways to, hit new angles. So hopefully you guys take something from that, and hopefully we'll be coming out with something soon too.